your vote. And one big race getting a lot of attention here and across the country, the race for Georgia governor. Governor and incumbent Brian Kemp is the winner with 53% of the vote last night. Stacey Abrams conceded after getting 45% of the vote. And joining us live here in the studio is Georgia Governor Brian Kemp. Welcome, Governor. Always good to see you here. And first of all, congratulations. And then 4 years ago, a very tight race with Stacey Abrams, 55,000 votes or so. Yeah. Not so tight last night. Many say a convincing win. Many say you're coming in with a mandate. What is your agenda over the next 4 years? Well,
I just tell people, you know, I'm going to keep doing what I told folks I would do when I was campaigning. I mean, we're going to go back in January and we're going to return $1 billion of taxpayer money to help them fight through the 40-year high Joe Biden inflation that everybody's dealing with. We're going to do property tax relief because we know everybody's property taxes are going up. We're going to continue to focus on education, learning loss, and other things, and support our men and women in law enforcement. You know, here in Atlanta, we still have our crime suppression unit. We're going after street gangs and street racers, and so we're just going to keep that going and obviously focus on our economy. Our economy has been incredible over the last 2 years. And we have a real opportunity to make that generational change and generational opportunities, not just for people today, but I think for our kids and our grandkids as well.
As you know, the Herschel Walker Senate campaign seems to be going to a runoff with Raphael Warnock. It seems that you had very little contact with the Walker campaign, or not much at all. Over the next month, you know this is going to be intense. Oh, yeah. Will you be out there campaigning in front for Herschel Walker?
Well, we had a lot more contact with the Walker campaign than people realize. I mean, listen, you got to run your own race. I had to raise a tremendous amount of money to help offset what Stacey Abrams was bringing in from out of state. Herschel was having to do the same thing, but I was focused on helping the whole ticket. That's what our ground game was doing, and we had a great night. All of our down ballot office holders won. I'm looking forward to serving with those guys, and we had great victories in the General Assembly, so we've got a great team coming back. We're going to stay focused on our agenda. But listen, I committed to helping the whole ticket, and we'll do that in the runoff too. I know there's still votes out there that got to be counted, so we'll see how that happens the next few days, but we've been in contact with the Walker campaign this morning already.
So we can expect to see you out there over the next month.
Well, I can just tell you, we'll do what they want us to do. You know, we're already putting our heads together to see how we can help get great turnout, unlike we had in 2020, and I believe we have the ground game and the operation to help do that if that's something they want us to do. I mean, it's his campaign, but obviously we want to help if we can.
And I have one quick question here, and I know from the pandemic to abortion rights here, that there are a lot of people who say that they'd like you to reach across to them right now. What do you say to the people who did not give you a vote last night?
Well, I would tell them exactly what I told people when I campaigned in 2018 and when I did my inaugural address. I told people I'd work hard for them every single day as their governor, whether they voted for me or not. And that's what I'm planning on doing. I mean, we're doing that every day, and that's my message to people. I mean, listen, I know we're not always going to agree on everything, but we've had great bipartisan wins in the General Assembly with getting rid of the citizens arrest statute, passing anti-hate crimes legislation, 7 pieces of legislation that First Lady Marty Kemp and Attorney General Chris Carr and others worked on with human trafficking. And we look forward to doing that in the second term.
Okay, can you get some rest now, do you think, a little bit?
Well, maybe a little bit. We're still pretty busy unwinding, but certainly a lot different schedule than it has been the last several months.
Well, thank you for stopping by. We know you got a busy day. Governor Brian Kemp, thank you very much.
Thank you.